Good morning and welcome to Rheinsberg here in Germany, where we have the second edition of the 1,000 Lakes race, the ÖtillÖ World Series race in the sport of swim run. My name is Philip O'Connor and we will be bringing you the action throughout the day, live on Facebook and on all social media platforms.
Känns det, Niklas?
85.
85 känns det.
Puls.
Ja.
Så inte superstressat då.
Nej, du sätter dina glasögon runt halsen så du inte slarvar bort dem.
Men jag slarvar väl inte bort så.
Har du gjort det pannbandet nu?
Ja, men det ligger här.
Ja.
Ja. Just nu har jag mest mössan på mig för att det fryser.
Ja. Ja, det är inte jättevarmt.
Det kanske till och med ska... Nej, vi gör så. Det är snyggast när man startar och springer.
Det är inte jättevarmt.
Vi är ändå här för bilderna.
Ja.
We have 125 teams behind the start line here in the centre of Rheinsberg this morning. It's overcast. There's a little bit of light rain falling. The first day of October here, the second edition of this race. 125 teams here. You can see them there behind us. And there goes the gun and the race is underway and they're coming. There's no time being wasted as they come down the hill. A cracking pace being set there. You can see the wine red bibs, they are our men's teams. The orange bibs, they are the women's teams. The green teams, they are our mixed teams. 125 in total. As far as we know, nearly all of them started. A lot of the athletes today will be using these tethers between the two to keep the two athletes together. They can be only 10 meters between them at all times. We're going to follow them down the hill just a little bit. A beautiful morning here, little light rain falling on the water as you might be able to see there. About 11 to 12 degrees in the air. We were told it's quite warm, quite comfortable in the water. Just with the top men's teams here, and I can tell you that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men's teams very, very close together at the front of the race here. You're talking about 30, maybe 40 seconds between the top teams. We can't see the bib numbers, but any second now they're going to be coming out of the water. What is the bib number? It is team number 22. That is team Swim Run Art. Sebastian Bleitskin from Germany and Frank Mertens also from Germany. Perhaps unsurprising here in Germany that a German pair are leading the race at the moment. Another team coming in tethered together here. It is team number 3. The Visible Ninjas, Knut Badshaug from Norway and Sebastian Kede from Germany. You can see the two tethered together. Of course, the athletes can't be any more than 10 meters apart at any point during the race. And if we turn around and look at the water now, we can see a whole slew of competitors there coming in together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams coming in there. We have a whole, and then there's a couple of teams coming in behind them. So neck and neck there, out of the way there, guys. That is Team Garmin, Pontus Lindberg and George Bjelkemo, two very experienced swim runners there from Sweden coming out. Team number 49, 55 and number 40 there coming out there as well. Very calm conditions, very little wind here in Germany this morning. So a perfect opportunity here now that it is a little bit warmer in the air for the athletes to warm up as they come out of the swims, of course. Here we are in Canov in Germany at the 1,000 Lakes race. We are 2 hours into the race. It's almost exactly 2 hours since the race began. And we're about to, I suppose, are we at the halfway point now? We're at the halfway point for some, just before the halfway point for more. Let's go down to the exit of the water here at this particular swim. The weather conditions here are absolutely perfect. A very, very light rain falling as we look at team 304 coming out of the water there, one of our mixed teams. 17 women's teams started here today. We're not sure of the leaderboard. One of the big challenges here at the 1,000 Lakes is the fact that we don't have great internet out here, but we're bringing you as much of the race as we can. Is that team 414? If it is, it's team Icebug. They were the leaders the last time we saw them, team Icebug. Ulrika Eriksson of Sweden and Helena Sivertsson, her fellow Swede there.
Fyra är den här. Fyra är den här.
3 och 2?
Ja, den ska vara 4 och 1.
Oj, oj, oj!
Känns det bra?
Det känns grymt.
Okej.
Hur känns det själv?
Jo, det är lite tungt men det går bra.
Härligt.
Inga problem.
Det är det för det här. Vad kan man göra nu tror du?
Är du klar? Nu kör vi.
Mycket bra västkontroll.
It's the early afternoon here in Rheinsberg. We are on our way to the Great Rheinsberg Lake. It's late in the race now. It's over 4 hours since they left, or almost 4 hours, should I say, since they left Wesenberg this morning. We've no idea who's in the lead. This is a place where 4G is very, very patchy. So let's go down towards this Great Rheinsberg Lake here. Let me see now. If that is indeed a little bit of pink on the shoulders of the vests of the first team, that would mean that it's Team Garmin. That's Pontus Lindberg and George Bjelkemo from Sweden. They were in second place a little bit earlier on, and indeed I'm almost convinced I can see the pink at the top on the shoulders of the vest there as you see them swimming in towards the shore. Just about 25 metres left now as they swim very, very tight together, very rhythmical swimming from the Swedish pairing. Yeah, I'm going to go right ahead and say that this is Team Garmin, Pontus Lindberg and George Bjelkemo in the lead for Sweden here. There they are, Team 1 coming up out of the water, not too far to go yet, about a half an hour, 40 minutes left in the race. Two guys having a quick look behind. There's not a whole lot of time in it, guys. We have 1, 2, 3 men's teams, I'd say within about a minute of them there. They took a quick look over their shoulder. This race is not over yet by a long stretch, because if Robin turns around again, you will see the second and the third place teams are just into the shallow water now, and they'll be stepping up very, very soon indeed. What would I say? It's about maybe 20 or 30 seconds there. This is an incredibly close race as team number 70 come up out of the water. We'll consult with the papers that we have here. We have our start list. It is Team Envol indeed. It is Nicolas Remire and Guillaume Henneman from France. So very international flavour here. And third place team out of the water, they are wearing team number 3. This is the Visible Ninjas. Knut Balshag from Norway and Sebastian Krede from Germany. So our first German athlete coming out of the water here as we come in towards the final run. It looks a little bit stiff there coming out of the water, probably a little bit cold, but there's plenty of running there, encouraging his teammate up there. Looks like we may have some sort of a lower leg injury there. Looks a little bit stiff there. He'll have to shake that off now to keep up the pace.
Ja, jag tror det. Hur känns det?
Ja, det känns så bra så. Vad gör ni här i skogen?
Jag vet inte vad fan vi håller på med. Vi är ute och någon form av fika.
Ja,
tur.
Ja, vi ska in där. Det är därför vi har åkt.
Team 413 hand in hand as they make their way towards the finish line of the women's race here today. It is 20 dip all the way from Hong Kong, ladies and gentlemen. Kai Fai Nathalie Wong and Yi Fai all the way from Hong Kong. Team number 47, ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause also. It is Team Zengun. Niklas Fidén, Tobias Larsson. Here we go, some great rivalry here between these two teams. Team 57 coming in now. Team Sportkamerad.de, Jeff Kamerad and Kai Quant, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Germany. All filmed for posterity there on a little Garmin camera as well. And Team 321 hand in hand across the line as well. Team Nynäshamn Long Distance Club, Klaas Schäfer and Helena
Levin.